Hi guys, I'm Ben, and this is the continuation of the previous video. In the last one, you saw how I arrived in Eisenkappel and then the next day made it to Rijeka. In today's video, I'm riding from Rijeka to Makarska. We will spend a lot of time along the coast today. And we will also check out what a barren wilderness looks like. And at the end of the day, we will visit a special place as well. So stay with me, but let's start for the beginning. I left at 6 AM to avoid the morning rush hour, and so I would still have time to swim in the sea in the afternoon. I got onto road 8 and followed it all the way to Rowanska. When I got there, I felt like I would seen enough of the sea for a while, so I decided to head somewhere different. After a small detour, I arrived in Split, which I quickly left behind, and then continued on to Makarska. By 3 PM, I had arrived, completing my 400-kilometer journey for the day. I changed into tourist mode and walked down to the sea. It was beautiful. There were no people around, just silence. I started walking into the water and immediately understood why no one else was there. The weather was freezing. I mean, really freezing. When I checked in, my host told me that you can drive up a nearby mountain by car, and of course by motorbike too. So I decided to head off into the unknown. The route was incredibly beautiful and varied. Olive trees gave way to burnt forest and then to a rocky sea of stone. There were even cows standing in the middle of the road, calmly grazing on the asphalt. I managed to time it so I reached the top at sunset. The sunset was like nothing I'd ever seen before. On the way down, I rode in completely darkness, sometimes broken by the yellow light of the setting sun. The next day I continued my journey into Bosnia. The road was fantastic here as well. First, I wandered around Mostar for a bit, then headed toward Banja Luka, where my accommodation was. what felt like an endless canyon, where a green water stream would appear and disappear along the way. During the day, I stopped to eat and had to rely on hand gestures, since no one spoke English. But in the end, I had a great meal. Around 6 p.m. I arrived in Banja Luka, where I bought some snack for the evening. The next day was about heading home. I didn't record anything because I ran out of storage space. I see these few days as a learning experience. I made plenty of mistakes and I tried to learn as much as I could from them. And why the learning? Because I am planning a much longer and bigger motorcycle adventure, but that's for a future video. I hope I managed to share at least a little bit of the landscape and I give you a small taste of these countries. See you in the next video. If you liked it, hit the like button and share my channel with your friends. Maybe someone will be interested in this or my next adventure. Bye!